Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that everything we thought we knew about humanity was wrong. What if we were never from Earth at all? What if we were visitors, stranded, forgotten, and evolved on a planet that was never truly ours? For centuries, humans have gazed at the stars, wondering if life exists out there. But what if the truth is even stranger? That we are the aliens we've been searching for? Scientists have long noticed something peculiar about us. Humans don't quite fit the planet we live on. Unlike other species, we burn easily in the sun. We suffer from chronic back pain, allergic reactions, and strange diseases that seem to come from nowhere. We're intelligent, almost too intelligent, as if our evolution took a shortcut. Some biologists even call us biological anomalies. Every animal on Earth fits perfectly into its ecosystem, except us. We modify, reshape, and even destroy nature just to survive. It's as if Earth was never designed for us, or we were never designed for it. Now imagine this. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, a spacecraft, massive and silent, descending through the skies of a prehistoric Earth. Inside it, our ancestors, not cavemen, not primitives, but explorers from a dying world, a world that could no longer sustain them. They didn't come to conquer, they came to survive. Earth at that time was harsh, but full of potential. They landed, built colonies, and began to adapt. But something went wrong. A disaster struck, a storm, a war, or a cosmic pulse that wiped out all traces of their technology. Those who survived were stranded, cut off from their home, forced to start over. Over generations, their knowledge faded into myth. Their machines became legends. Their cities became ruins swallowed by time. And as centuries passed, these lost travelers became what we now call humans. Think about it. Why does every ancient civilization speak of gods descending from the sky? Why do cultures that never met, from the Mayans to the Sumerians, share the same stories of beings who came from the stars? Were these just myths or fragmented memories of our real origin? Ancient texts describe the gods teaching humans farming, writing, and metalwork, as if awakening something that was already within us. Maybe they weren't gods at all. Maybe they were our ancestors, trying to rebuild what was lost. Even our DNA tells a strange story. It shows sudden jumps in evolution that scientists can't explain. Where did our complex language, advanced tool use, and self-awareness come from? Seemingly overnight? Darwin's theory explains how species evolve, but not why our evolution happened so fast. Some researchers propose a theory called Panspermia, the idea that life was seeded on Earth from somewhere else. But what if it wasn't just life that came from the stars? What if it was us? Imagine our original planet, perhaps larger, with lower gravity. That would explain why humans struggle with back pain and fragile spines here. Maybe that world had softer sunlight, which is why our skin burns so easily now. And maybe, just maybe, it had twin moons that once inspired our myths of duality and balance. But where is that planet now? Did it perish? Or did it move on without us? Let's go deeper. If we weren't from Earth, then where did our sense of disconnection come from? Why do we always look up at the stars and feel homesick for a place we've never seen? Why does every culture, even the oldest, tell stories about returning to the sky? Maybe those feelings aren't fantasy. Maybe they're echoes, genetic memories of a past our minds can't consciously recall. Consider the sudden rise of ancient civilizations, Egypt, Sumer, the Indus Valley, all appearing almost overnight with advanced architecture and mathematics. How did humans leap from stone tools to building pyramids that align with the stars? It's almost as if something reawakened within us, as if ancient knowledge resurfaced. And then, there's the mystery of the human brain. It's far more complex than it needs to be for survival. Neuroscientists say we use only a fraction of its potential. Why would evolution give us such power, and then leave most of it unused, unless at some point we were designed, or enhanced, for purposes we've forgotten? Maybe our ancestors once communicated telepathically. Maybe their technology was biological, merged with their own minds. And maybe the reason we can't remember our true origin is because remembering would break us. Look at the stars in the night sky. Every one of them a sun. Every one of them a potential home. Statistically, there should be countless civilizations out there. But what if the reason we can't find any is because they already found us, and they're watching, waiting, to see if we'll ever realize who we really are? Now picture this. Sometime in the near future, Earth scientists discover an object buried miles beneath Antarctica. Not a rock, not ice, but metal. Perfectly smooth. Older than any known civilization. As they excavate, strange energy readings appear, signals that seem familiar. It's as if something beneath the ice has been waiting for us to return. When it finally activates, the truth spreads like wildfire. Humanity's origin was never from Earth. We are the descendants of a forgotten civilization, from the stars. Suddenly, religions, science, and governments fall into chaos. Everything we believed, rewritten overnight. But there's something else. The signal beneath Antarctica. It's not just data. It's a message. A map of the stars, pointing to a system 40 light-years away. A place labeled only as home. The world unites like never before. Wars pause. Borders blur. For the first time in history, all of humanity works toward one goal: to go home. Massive starships are built. Nations that once fought now collaborate. And when the first ship finally leaves orbit, billions watch from Earth as it vanishes into the black void. The journey to rediscover our origin begins. Years later, they arrive at a planet eerily similar to Earth. Blue skies, oceans, ruins of colossal structures. Silent and ancient, yet unmistakably familiar. And in the dust of those ruins, they find something chilling. Names, symbols, records of an exodus, of beings who fled their dying home and came to Earth. It's us. We are them. The circle completes, and as the explorers stand on that alien soil, staring at the bones of their ancestors, one question echoes through the cosmos. If we weren't born on Earth, then where does humanity truly belong? Maybe home isn't a place. Maybe it's a journey, one we've been on for millions of years. And maybe, in our endless search for the stars, we're simply trying to find our way back to ourselves. Because in the end, whether from Earth or beyond, humanity's greatest truth remains the same. We are not defined by where we began, but by how far we're willing to go to find the truth.